Hello everybody, welcome back to Star Trek Online, episode 15, 15? 16? I think we're on 16. I can't count. Bunny can't count. Yeah, episode 16 of Star Trek Online, the Borg playthrough. I'm here with my awesome chat. Say hello everyone. We're playing through the patrols as the Federation Allied Romulan Republic, and snapping up as many levels as we can, which we're kind of already at max level, but at this point in time we're literally just gathering specialist stuff. Speaking of specialists, I got a specialist level up. Let's get Tough Little Ship 2. Sounds good. What's up, Tsunami-san? Welcome in. Well, the Superstar Destroyer only had a bridge for its size that didn't make sense either. True. Very true. And if anyone tells me that's not how that works, my response would be, then both Death Stars deserve to get blown up. So where we left off, we were doing patrols around the system, and we are fixing to check out Kyle 1. The Kyle colony grew out of the reunification movement of the late 23rd century. A mixed colony of Vulcans and Romulans, the Kaelians have created a society that has elements of both cultures. The colony leader, Sar, is a former Starfleet officer and maintains close ties with many former shipmates. One of those friends is Admiral Tanay, the commander of Starbase 39 Sierra.
Hello. Hello. Hey.
All right, here we go. A new planet to assimilate. We are being hailed, Captain. Would you like me to put it on main view screen? Sure. On behalf of the Kale colony, I welcome the Borg Juggernaut 001. Are you sure about that? Fleet Admiral, we require your assistance. A 27.47% increase in asteroid activity has damaged our network of satellites. We rely on these satellites to maintain our advanced warning system. Because of the threat of hostile activity in the area, the situation is quite grave. We have no ships available to use except for shuttlecraft. The Borg Juggernaut 001 has the speed and technology required to fix our satellites much more quickly and assimilate them into the collective. Would you be willing to help us repair the network? Sure, friend. I'll fix your satellites. I'll give them an upgrade, too. Buy them dinner first, then assimilate them. Captain, the asteroid strikes knocked the satellite's EPS conduit out of alignment. I have repaired the damage. If the other inoperative satellites have similar damage, it should not be difficult to get the network back online. Cool. Quick, easy missions. Always nice. Just doing maintenance. Easy. Sir, the satellite network is operational. Captain, we are being hailed by Kale Colony. Shall I put it on screen? My thanks to you and your crew, Fleet Admiral. We have confirmed that the satellite network is operating within normal parameters. Your assistance has been most satisfactory. A few days later, the satellites crash to the planet and assimilate the entire colony. They become Borg probes, each with their own might. That was quick. Oh, I'm in the ship. Reports confirm that the Kale system is secure. Good job. Thank you. Alright, obtain updated sensor readings of nearby nebula was a success. Hang on just a second. Let's see, Klingon or Romulan? Let's do Klingon. Attempt to disperse dangerous phenomena. Do we have any more TAC clears? I think I used up all my TAC clear ships. Yeah, I did. Alright. Send a Vorgon Rinkodan carrier. A Vorgon Yujara Dreadnought cruiser. And finish it off with somebody else that is per NG ship. Prototype light exploration cruiser. Perfect. Alright, with that one, let's take a pop over the Fair Nebula. Alright, I still gotta do... Oh, well, we are stuck in the sun. That's unfortunate. I keep forgetting I need to hit the Batran cluster so that I can get the Borg duty officer over there. Where the fuck were we? Oh, Affair. Okay. Why is it... Navigation's down! Phenomena. Do, 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 do. Keep turning, keep turning. See if it works. Yeah, there it is. At least the Superstar Destroyer is elongated, so navigation is fairly simple. I imagine there is at least one stretch corridor that goes across the ship to get from point A to point B. Central tram, I bet. It's big enough, yeah. The Affair Nebula. The Affair Nebula is a vast area of clouds and gases dominated by highly charged particles. The danger to ships in this area is significant, which is why it forms a boundary on expansion in this part of the quadrant. Is it just me, or does the Borg's logo look like a hand of Iconian? A little bit, yeah. Okay, let's see. What can we... What's a cheap one we could abort? Let's abort this mission. Okay, we need to colony site survey. We need 2 astromech probes. 2. Ships on Star Trek like the Enterprise make some modicum of sense, like I can understand sort of how navigation works, yeah. Okay. Actually, let's take a pop. Since we're so close, let's take a pop over there. How's the battle droid run going? It's going pretty good. We've made it about a third of the way through the system. Or not the system, the quadrant. What do I need for this one? I hope it's not more colonists. Do I not have the task? I do not have the task. That is a shame. Whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and head to the Toykul system in the Iconia sector. Space stations like the Death Star? Nope, no. Now I do have this. Escort high security prisoner transport. Perfect. Set up quarantine warning buoys. Actually, might be able to do this with a loner. Do I have any loners left? I think all my loners are gone. Spent out on missions. Alright, let's send a tactical star cruiser. Oh, wow, okay. We'll send an Oberth light science vessel and finish it off with a Type 7 shell craft. This game looks like Spore if it was good. And yes, that is where my autism is guiding me today. I'm ranting about navigating fictional space stations and battleships. But it is an interesting question to ask. Like, how does... I know they say there's a solution, but is the solution actually practical, especially when you look at the cross-sections of these ships? Is it really how it's working here? Alright, Toykul, however you say that. The Romulans plundered Toykul's dilithium deposits in the 22nd century, and then abandoned the world when the mines were depleted. Since that time, the system has been a minor stopping point for freighters returning from the Beta Quadrant. The ships will stop in the system, fill their empty cargo holds with thorium, and then continue to the markets of Muso Prime. And a wild hunter has appeared. Catch that Pokemon. Exactly, not saying there isn't an answer, it's a question of practicality. Yeah! This star has to be a fictional gravity drive, you literally are moving a moon. Yeah. Literally. I mean, the first one was the size of the moon, the second one was even bigger, like, holy crap. That's why they weren't finished with it by the time of the second battle. Captain, the Starfleet Corps of Engineers is working on a transwarp corridor in the system, but they're reporting some trouble, and I need to shout out Conscript. Okay, as a Star Trek nerd, what's it like working in a Klingon office?
You have to drive like an ass to
Batlift duels
live like one. I don't know.
Probably. You're welcome. Step into Gonsgrim's Archalocalypse Diner, where the retro games are as rich as the lore. From miniature painting to battling in Sarge's heroes, they're an orc of all trades. Late to the party, but always ready to rave. Their Happy New Year vibes keep the wasteland wild. And for a cosmic twist, they'll read you through the universe itself. Stay for charity, stay for chaos. Hashtag Orcs Unite. Nice catch. Well, I'm not questioning how the Death Star moves through space. That is fairly cut and dry to me. It's the internal navigation that my attention span will not be quiet about. That AI ain't bad. I love Frosty Tools. I'm so glad it's back. The first problem is that the conduit's transwarp coils are being disrupted by high concentrations of thorium in several asteroids in orbit around this planet. The bright asteroids with the reflective veins are the ones we need to worry about. The engineers tried to destroy the asteroids themselves, but the ships they sent in was attacked and had to retreat. Their SCE sensor logs shows that the attackers were probably Romulan. No doubt they're trying to get their hands on our transwarp technology, and from the logs it looks like they brought at least one battleship to help do it. Sounds like fun! So do you want to hear my lore? Because if you are on one post on one side of the station, get assigned to the opposite of the station. Good luck. I mean, literally, if you're posted to the Death Star, either one. It's even worse than the second one, but either one, and you are transferred to a post on the opposite side of the station, that's tantamount to being asked to move to a city on the opposite side of the country. It's literally the equivalent of it. You want to know Kefka's lore? Oh, there's too much lore. There's a lot of lore. I got oodles of lore. Lore was Data's big bad brother. Ah, shit! You're gonna try to fly around me, eh? Eat plasma bolts. Where's episodes where Brett Spiner had to pretend to be human? Closer in on this. Get the assimilation nanite spread. Come on, join the Bun Collective. Come on, come on. Destroy it. Destroy it. Capture that Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Yes! Assimilated. A new ally has joined the fray. I understand Death Star moves like a snail through space because it's the biggest planet. Yeah. Once you accelerate up to speed, though, shouldn't the Death Star move fast enough? There isn't much to call drag. Exactly. Plus, it still has access to hyperdrive. It still has a hyperdrive. It's just moving in sector space that it's going to be slow and plodding. Blam! Blam! Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it! Ah! Another warbird down. So just plant it on the outer rim and go to town unless it's overestimating the beam range. I mean, it does have a fairly long range to its main weapon. Gotta... That's no moon. That's no moon, that's a battle station! Guess it needs to get close because it's always invisible range of the planet's surface. That's true. Shoot some rocks. See the Death Star, I'm just like, ah yes, a science fiction equivalent of Darat. I am not familiar with that. At least in the movies, this is true. Probably for the dramatic effect. As we all know, Darth Vader was hella dramatic. Ooh, can I... Let's assimilate some fighters. Yes! You're assimilated. Blam! Okay, that one didn't assimilate. We got a couple, though. Didn't stand a chance. Which is more dangerous, a Borg cube or the Death Star? I think they're both pretty equally dangerous, just in their own way. You know, the Death Star is more immediately dangerous. It's gonna kill everybody, like, in one, you know, quickly, if it gets its main gun off. But the Borg, the longer it takes to get rid of them, the more of them you're gonna have. It's the difference between necromancy and a smite. It's kind of what it comes down to. Let's do this. Drop that turret. Use that. Assimilation would be your worry? Yeah. The Rat was a Project German tank that was never made it off the drawing board during World War II because it was big and impractical, much like the Death Star. We pointed out to be a giant moving target for Allied planes. Yeah. I got you. Actually, I think I have heard about that. Can you just put the Borg cube to sleep though? I guess they adapt each time. Yeah, that's the other issue. What ends up working is supposed to eventually be adapted to. Like, all it would take is the Borg to run into the Force enough times and to learn about it to start coming up with an effective countermeasure to it. But of course, that's highly dependent. I'm led to believe that with the Borg, it's highly dependent on their victories. Because we've seen time and time again, the Borg can adapt to a certain threat, but then if they're defeated soon after, the rest of the collective doesn't get the adaptation. It was unsuccessful. And that's either because they trash it, thinking, okay, well, it wasn't a success, despite the progress that was made, or it just gets lost when it's destroyed. It has to be disseminated before the adaptation. Because they do that, now of course they do that in Star Trek Online, but it's well understood that the Borg can't assimilate species 8472, the Undine. However, one of the big stories here in Star Trek Online is that they kind of figure it out. But they get destroyed at the pinnacle of them coming out with an assimilated Undine. And then you never see assimilated Undine after that. So that's why I'm led to believe that's what's going on. Yo, Taro! Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome in! Welcome in, Raiders! The scurry has broken through, the carrot cake is gone, the flan is devoured, the treasure and hard cash ignored. Potatoes, however, were peeled and eaten. Wait, it's a support raid? Your previous stuff is still eaten, though. Oh, this Dederidex is going down. Come on. Wasn't a bit of that in Star Trek Voyager? I know they were fighting with the Undine, but they never successfully assimilated an Undine. But they expand upon that story arc in this game. So there's a mission later on in the story where they do successfully assimilate some of the Undine, and it's our job to put a stop to that because that would be a problem. think that was the point of the Empire, though. They were supposed to be intimidating on paper, but actually inefficient and sometimes ineffective. That's why it annoys me when writers have to patch up plot holes when the Empire was just incompetent. Yeah. Problem with asking questions like this is like asking who'd win, Superman or Goku. First and foremost, they are from completely different franchises with their own rules, but it's still fun. But you're right. I love a good death battle as anyone, but sometimes there is a bit of stretching. Eventually, the Borg will adapt. Yeah. That's the big threat with the Borg, is that eventually, given enough time and enough successes, they will adapt. And that is the big underlying threat. Nice. And assimilated them. Gotcha! Oh, it's hella fun to speculate. Yeah. The funny thing is I remember seeing a video on YouTube where it pitted all the species that have basically, I guess you could say, assimilative or absorptive tendencies. The Borg, the Zerg, the Flood, the oh fuck, Warhammer. God, why am I drawing a blank? The Warhammer Zerg. No, not Grey Goo. Fuck, what are they called? God, why can't I think of it? Somebody help it. Tyranids? Yes, the Tyranids. Yeah, so it was the Borg, the Zerg, the Tyranid, the Flood, and I think the Replicators. And in that battle of the assimilating species, the Borg were actually on the bottom foot compared to all of them. I've heard the argument enough that Superman would win because there's no kryptonite in Goku's world. Superman can only be killed by that. People like Goku don't exist in Superman's world, so therefore if Goku came to that world, he loses all his powers, and therefore... Yeah, like, there's some wild claims, too. There has to be a little bit of... We have to at least make the fight possible, and then compare their powers against each other before it even gets to that point. Because there's also the argument that... like, Superman and or Goku wouldn't fight each other because of who they are. You know, Superman's not going to just pick a fight with Goku because he's a good guy. Goku's not going to pick a fight with Superman because he's a good guy. You know, things like that. Like, they both have personality reasons, but for the sake of the fight, you just gotta have them fight. You know, so it's things like that, too. Can't remember the arguments for Goku winning. God, there's been so many redos between those two, especially as they gain more powers too. Saw a death battle that pitted a bunch of Mega Mans against each other. Oh, dude, Battleship Yamato versus Star Fox. Oh man, I remember the Tyranid had a stupid bit of lore where every level of their cellular structure fought for survival in the body. They would not survive that way. Yeah. Anyone could kill Goku while he's trying to power up. Just, he's vulnerable. He's sitting still. Sensors are clear of the densest collections of thorium, Captain. Construction of the transport corridor can proceed. Yay! And honestly, that mirrors real-world rebellions slip through the cracks because of corruption and incompetence of an inefficient system. Plus, ruling by fear works in the short term, but despots actually tend to last longer when they are seemingly benevolent, but have a strong military to back it up. Right. For an argument that Shaggy from Scooby-Doo Goku, like, oh god. Ultra Instinct Shaggy. the meme Shaggy. Scanning confirms that the toy call system is secure. Good job.
Excellent, excellent.
All right, let's go ahead and do this Stream Raiders battle we've got going on right here. We've got 19 players on the battlefield. We're gaining more in the Bunny Army. Fenrir Unchained, Sir Richard Steele, Lord Dragna, and Nanonic. And Bierreich. Thank you so much for the epics. I'm going to do a stronghold right here. Kefka, did you know that ice cubes float in a pool of their own blood? It's very dark, but yes. Honestly, if you wanted to kill Goku, Luffy, the kid from Naruto, etc., you wouldn't want to fight them, but poison their food in a massive way. Lord. Okay, so the Federation, a benevolent society, or an imperious exploitative one. I mean, I would definitely prefer the Federation, because at least they're trying. There's plenty of examples where it's not perfect, but fuck. I want the fantasy, damn it. Alright, that's another victory for the Bunny Army. Moonbear got the most kills, Nanonic got the most assists. Top 3 players, Moonbear, myself, and Nanonic. The extra rewards going to Baggy and Moonbear. Guess parts of both? Yeah. Got some more meat. Meat's back on the menu, boys. Can't upgrade any of my spells yet. Can't upgrade a tank. That's a tank! Alright, hurry back. Whoa, what? No, I don't want to buy a skin. What the frick? Bought enough skins. Let's go here. Fly Hyperno Tunnel for a loyalty skin chest. Does anybody get last chance on one of these holiday skins? Let's do another archer. Right here. Next battle's up. Let's just set battle plans, get assists from buffing. I'll probably do that one next. Alright, Admiralty. Something completed in here? No. Oh, it's just duty officers. Okay, process regional survey data of archaeological site with success. I'm still looking at medical. And again, there's these diplomatic. Purchase prototype heavy plasma turret. I'll do that. Especially since I've used up my turrets. There we go. Some reputations completed. White as well. Gamma. Okay. So we're kind of caught up with that. That's good. Now that I think of it, the Klingon culture as it exists had to have developed after they invented warp technology. No way they would have gotten there with their current mentality. Things certainly should have changed, for sure. Alright, let's check out the child talk system. Definitely would have been very self-destructive. I want to say that The Klingon mentality for how they always are, has probably ebbed and flowed for the years. Before they hit warp technology, they probably hit a level of balance with their ways. There was maybe not necessarily stagnation, but they probably had to have hit a point where they were not quite destroying themselves because they were contained in their own little bubble. The people that were in power and kept it relatively at a simmer or at a low boil that could be maintained. But once they gained their warp technology, it was all fair game, and they could let loose the dogs of war, quite literally. And they could really give into their Klingon nature once they could expand. They were no longer at each other's throats or at whatever weird honor system. And I believe that's what kept it at that low simmer, is that honor system. Had to have been. Hard to say. During times of war is when tech progresses the fastest. True. They have to respect intellectualism enough to get things done, though that said, yeah, the pressures of competition through war probably help. So I'm just fascinated by how this community could exist. Actually, the interesting thing is the Klingons didn't develop their own warp technology. They took it from another species. They took it from the Herc. So the Herc is an insectoid species that is cyclical in nature. And every so many thousands of years, they go pretty much on a feeding frenzy throughout the cosmos. And the Herc invaded Kronos. And it was a big deal. In fact, the first, not the first one, but maybe it was the first Batleth. But, what's his name? The Klingon Messiah, whatever his name is. Shit. What's his name? Fuck, it starts with an M. But anyway, the big Klingon head honcho, he made his Batleth out of Herc chitin. And so it's not even Kahless. Yes, Kahless made the first Batleth out of Herc carapaces. Well, when the Herc invaded, the Klingons fought back and they survived, but it destroyed a lot of their planet too. After they fended off the Herc, they took the knowledge of warp technology from what was left of the Herc ships. So that's how the Klingons gained warp technology. They didn't develop themselves. Do they have intellectuals? Yes, they did. They had to have somebody smart enough to be able to retrofit the technology and make it work with their own technology. But yeah, the Klingons didn't develop their own warp technology. They took it. They conquered it in a very Klingon fashion. Oh shit, so it's like the orcs. They do have their own technology, but a lot of their production and tech developments depend on cannibalizing or using the labors of others. Exactly. I want to say the only reason the Klingons have cloaking technology is because they took it from the Romulans. Althendor 3. Althendor 3 is a ringed M-class world in orbit of a Class F star. The planet is home to a thriving agricultural colony that provides needed resources for the Romulan Star Empire. Because of the value of this colony to the Empire, Empress Celia has made protecting the system a high priority. There is a military base in orbit, and plans are underway for the construction of planetary defenses. Klingons have also developed a lot of double body parts because of their warring behavior. Yeah. But that's more evolution on their part. I'm impressed the orcs developed tractor beam technology independently, though. They pull in ships or meteors for transport. Can you imagine that being one of your main weapon sources? Just fling rocks at planets. How like the arachnids in Starship Troopers. It's a fun way to fight for them. Captain, we've received an SOS from a Federation diplomatic team that went missing while en route to Starbase 39 Sierra. According to the microburst transmission they were able to send, the team was abducted by Romulans and are being held hostage in a base hidden in the asteroid field. We need to get close to the base to beam out the hostages, but I'm picking up a number of enemy ships. We'll need to take care of them if we're to get the hostages away safely. You mean soon-to-be allied ships? Don't mind if I do. It's a new form of trebuchet, yeah. Exactly.
You're gonna die and become one of us.
One of us. One of us. One of us. Yeah. Klingon anatomy photo. Oh, yeah. The Next Generation, where Worf broke his back, there was a 3D scan of his spine. Someone pointed out, what the heck is that on the other end of his spine? Is that another brain? Do they have a brain in their butts? Who thought of this? That explains a lot. Klingon anatomy, yeah. The only problem with having too many redundancies is that the strain of resources of the body would be really high. Like, they must eat a lot of... The development time for them must be really long. Yeah. Yeah, they gotta eat, like, constantly. And what's interesting is that apparently their biology, because of their biology, that's why they eat such weird shit. I missed what you said. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fight things. I am trying to keep track of chat, but I'm trying not to die here, too. Klingons have also developed a lot of... Yeah, I read that part. New form of Travis say it's probably not a second brain we're seeing. Oh, no. The second butt. It's the other head. Belle, are you saying they have a brain in their dick? Now this is not canon. What I'm about to say is not canon. But there's a certain number of the community that feels that Klingons having two dicks is probably not out of the question. Much as I'm poking fun at the Klingons, they are kind of your favorite of the setting. They are really interesting. Krogans possibly have 4. Oh, shit. Wasn't also somewhat implied in Discovery? Maybe? I think maybe it was. I'll look it up after stream. I would not be surprised. But yeah, I think it was like implied. Do love some Borgs. Well, of course you do. Nice.
Welcome to the party, boys.
Two anomalies, but they're probably right over here. Okay. Oh shit! Need to blast past them. Shit! Turn around! Turn this brick around! Wish the Romulans looked as dorky as they did in the original series. Those ridged helmets were super goofy. Yeah, in the Discovery Season 1 finale, at one point there's a Klingon king against the wall or something. There are two streets. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, I forgot about that! Did I assimilate? I think I just assimilated some torpedoes. That's hilarious. Damn. Nice. These Borg items are so weird. You remember weird shit? Maybe he just had sex at the. Oh no. Oh, just in time for them to suicide ride. Blam! Nice. I'm sorry, you're fine. Two instant reactions from the non-dick haver in the room. What the fuck? And I don't think I want to know. I want to say we did see that during the show. We were like, what the fuck? This is the last ship I gotta get. I'm gonna hit him with everything. Look at it. Do it for the damage. Oh, that hurts. Stand still. You're annoying me. I'm gonna get ya. Oh yeah, you're mine. Ow, ow. Alright, all the hostages are safe and accounted for, Captain. Starfleet has a ship standing by to take them to Starbase 39 Sierra to continue their mission. Sounds good, but I got some goodies on the radar. Oh, I miss this. I miss nerding out during the game. There's very few games that you can fully nerd out to the lore to as you can with Star Trek Online. Unless you got some really dedicated, like, Genshin people or into some of the other games that are out there. You can really only do it with panache with this game. Keep forgetting to place stun units and raids. Oh no! You got a little bit more time. A little bit more time before the next battle. I've received confirmation that the Althendor system is secure. Good job. Saw my doctor and he told me that I'm going deaf. The news was hard for me to hear. Lord. Supply run to remote listening post was a success. Let's see, Federation or Romulan Federation. Check status of isolated research station. No tech clear, so let's do Battle Intel Science Vessel. What other? Varanus Support Vessel and guess that's it. What can I throw in that'll do it? Critical rating from engineer attack. Science vessel refit. That'll work. Sounds good, officer. Some of our reputation is done as well. Hourly on Omega. Chewing through those tokens that I have. Hourly on Iconian. Hourly on Terran. Never send anything less than 90%. I do sometimes, just to fuck around. Right, let's check out the Dara system. I usually try to get as high as I can, but normally it's not a problem with my other captains who have like all the ships. Like especially my main. I never end up sending all my ships, but some of these newer characters, like it's just literally whatever I can get a hold of from unlocking. Welcome back! And I just thought of another problem with the Death Star and any subsequent ships in space with all the guns. For all the resources and time used to build both Death Stars, Palpatine was better served just building fleets of Star Destroyers. Probably, yeah. That's because it's kind of like the Stargate mentality. The Death Star wasn't a weapon of war. It was a weapon of fear. It was not intended to be this all-encompassing effective battle station. It was meant to strike fear in people. It was the nuclear bomb. It was a threat to hang over the heads of people that if you don't kowtow and bend the knee, we will destroy your planet. But you're absolutely right. More effective weapons of war, an entire fleet of Star Destroyers could effectively do the same thing, just a little bit longer over time, by just completely glassing the planet with orbital bombardments. And it would be a lot more difficult to annihilate because it's not one target. You've got a bunch of targets. And so somebody would have to send way more resources to take out multiple targets, each of which would be able to do significant damage over time. But it's kind of like in Stargate. In Stargate, there's an episode in Stargate where Colonel O'Neill and the team are training some. I can't remember if they're training Tok'ra or if they're training actual Jaffa. I think they're training Jaffa, and because they're pretending to be Jaffa that were made to look like humans. I think I remember that one. Shaylee, hey! I love you too. Time for the real star of the show to show himself. Let me finish this thought. So they pull out the staff weapon, and he has them firing it. He shoots a target, and it gets a few shots in and everything, and then he goes, all right, set the target to swinging. So they set the target to swinging, pulls out the P90, and just absolutely shreds the target and the rope that it was on. And the point was, he holds up the staff weapon. This is a weapon of fear. And he holds up the P90. This is a weapon of war. Basically, the point, this is why we're kicking your ass. This is meant to destroy the enemy. This is meant to scare people. And that's what that was what the Death Star was. It was meant to scare people. Sure, it was an effective weapon, but you saw how problematic it was. And even then, the rebellion was still able to destroy both of them. Because it took so long to develop, it took so long to get into position, it took so long to fire. It was not effective, weapon of war. Let me catch up to chat. While I get Doggy Cameron. 100%. I gotta. Wow, I'm behind. So I remember, was the Borg Queen an invention of the first Contact movie, or did Next Generation? I don't remember. What's up, Kunajo? Yes, but his doctrine was terror. Exactly. His doctrine was terror. No First Contact pretty much retconned the Queen as the Borg leader. Yeah. It's 100% the truth, but it mirrors the Germans wasting resources on V2 rockets rather than other more effective weapons. The Japanese also produced one of the biggest battleships of World War II, but refused to use it out of fear of losing it. Yeah. Not sure I'm in love with that change. But also, Palpatine was also making a fuck ton of Star Destroyers in the Galactic Core. This is true. What's up, Rosie? Welcome in. Get you a shout out. That is my gripe with any big ship with all the guns plans. Yes, it is big and scary, but it's wasteful of resources. At least with Dorat, the Germans had enough common sense to scrap that idea at the drawing board. Yeah.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
Ronnie Dean, it's coming. It's coming.
I didn't think it was such a steep. Oh my gosh, it's a steep drop.
And making the Death Star creates.
Oh, that's the dumbest thing I've done so far.
Okay, I've got it with chat. Sorry about that.
Embarrassing as
We got off a little bit of a tangent.
Do not. I will eat you.
You will eat what? Hey, Zeeby puppy. Oh, hey, no, change scene. Change scene. He's the Zeeby boy. Hi, Ronnie. Hi, buddy. Oh, you're so cute. He's such a cutie. Oh, cutie. I send you loves from everybody. Oh, he's such a comfy puppy. Yeah, buddy. Scoochies. Scoochies. What's up, buddy? Best pupper, yeah. No! Last tangent on that, I promise. Okay. Never back down on the original intended theme of the Empire. Don't forget, he was also planning for the Yuuzhan Vong. Yeah. Can Ronnie have strawberries? Yes. Yes, he can, actually. He just can't have anything with fats in them. he gets sickies. He likes carrots. I think he can have bananas. Just not too many. Oh, yeah, buddy. He's a good boy. Can I get a boop? Boop. Boop. He's like, alright. Cheetos for running freeze-dried strawberries? Oh. Well, you probably don't want to give a dog nuts anyway. Especially after you've taken them. Ba-ba-ba-da-tish. I know, that was horrible. I'm sorry. We all love Ronnie. He's the best. Ronnie's a good boy. Way better than me. I do not dispute. You can typically buy freeze-dried fruit at most dollar stores. Typically, but not necessarily. It also depends on what other stuff they put with it, too. Because so many, even freeze-dried stuff, they tend to put things on them, and it's... You never know what is safe and what's not safe anymore. Alright, Dara 3. Dara 2. I can't count. Dara 2 is an uninhabited L-class world orbiting a Class F star. It is one of several planets that Starfleet installed sensor arrays on after the destruction of the Romulan homeworld. The arrays are tuned to detect the spread of radiation from the Hobus supernova and are part of a 30-year study on the long-term effects of such an event on surrounding sectors. Get a freeze dryer and make your own, problem solved. True, but I am poor. If only Kefka had a good grand plus on him. I know, right? Hey, don't tempt me. We all some broke bitches. Don't tempt me. If it weren't for the fact that I get on so late, I could probably get in some trouble on Second Life again. And by trouble, I mean not really in trouble. So let's go ahead and do the Stream Raiders battle since it's right here. We've got 19 players on the battlefield. Shout out to Homie, Fenrir Unchained, Biera Frosh, and Day of the Dragons for the epics. Yeah, let's drop a high ground. Got the high ground, Anakin! Second Life is still a thing? Yeah, it's still a thing. I've been trying to get on it after streams and just hang out. There's a club that I like to frequent. And of course, by the time I get on, nothing's really going on. I might catch the end of a DJ set, but I mostly just kind of hang around and listen to the music while I do my post stuff. So there's nothing really interesting going on before Bell jumps me. Yeah, nothing interesting going on. Remember a friend of mine wrote a whole report on it in 2008? Damn. Well, you do be losing that weight. You could open that Only Buns account and really there's some tips. Oh my god. Terrible. By trouble, we mean purely sensible PG-13 pranks and shenanigans, we promise. How's it compared to VR chat? Second Life and VR chat definitely hold their own compared to each other. You're using IMVU instead of Second Life. Oh my god. IMVU is even older. Well, maybe not older, but... there's a lot going for Second Life and VR chat. I think the differences are... Now, I'm not familiar with how area creation works with VR chat, because I know people can easily make their own deal. I know it's easier for anyone to just pick up and craft things at Second Life. Now, crafting good things, that's a whole nother thing right there. But there's a lot more content created, user created stuff in Second Life, whereas there's a lot more polish to what's created in VR chat. I'm trying to get into VR chat. I do have VR chat, and I do have a account there, and I'm able to run around. But I ran into the horrible realization that unless you have a headset, most people on the majority of the headset just see you as a robot. They don't see what avatar you have, and I'm so upset about that. Otherwise, I'd be get on VR chat more. Did find an online radio station 3 Second Life. It's no longer around. Yeah, they come and go. Now they're about the same age. Yeah. IMVU felt so restricted compared to Second Life. But it really was literally IMVU literally was just like a 3D chat room. Whereas Second Life was more along the lines of a multiverse, now that we actually have a name for it. I remember enjoying dipping my toe in VR chat. Reminded me of what I wanted PlayStation Home to be, right? Yeah. You use Yggdrasil radio, it's a good one. But it's mostly weed music. You remember IMVU? I did a little bit of... I've been on each of them. I did a little bit of IMVU, a little bit of VR chat, still do Second Life, and there was another fledgling metaverse around the same time as Second Life. I forget what it was called. It was something Worlds or whatever, and it was very not well implemented, but it was 3D environments, kind of like Second Life, but it was not as polished. I mean, let's be honest, they were the same thing. ERP clients, yeah, that's true. Never got past the login except it's progress. Well done, staff. Alright, well, that's another victory for the Bunny Army. Fenrir Unchained got the most kills and assists. Top 3 players: Fenrir Unchained, Bierfrush, and Sambal. The extra rewards going to Sir Richard Steele, Baggy, and the Little Pony. Okay, I need to get assists from buffing. I know just the unit for that. Let's see if the store is ready. Nope! 7 minutes. After this next battle, it'll be ready. Okay, let's do Tunnel Rumble for Gold Chest. There's also Furcadia, which is... Oh my god, I completely forgot about Furcadia. Isometric views. Furcadia was actually pretty cool. I wanted to build my own Furcadia room, and it got a little too complicated for me. Yeah, I completely forgot about Furcadia. Alright, let's drop here right in front of some people. Alright, there we go. Next battle's up. You were on that a lot? Yeah. There was some interesting places in Furcadia. And I remember after Furcadia, it became abandonware, but there was somebody working on a game called Sociolatron, which was an adult RPG, social RPG. There were no NPCs. Everybody that was either a shopkeep or member of the government or anything like that, they were all players. And it was interesting because sex was a part of the game, because your character would eventually die from old age or combat or disease or anything like that, and you could continue playing if your character sired an heir. And the way they did it is the child was taken somewhere and aged up because technology and magic, and then or if you really didn't want to get rid of your character, you could keep playing it, but after they died, they ended up in hell. And you could still play in hell, but the resources were much less, and there were ways for you to get brought back to the main game world, but you were basically a demon then, and you would spread disease and the like, and it was interesting. I never got to play it. The original Sociolatron was supposed to be kind of like Furcadia, And then the creator of Sociolotron was working on making a 3D version, and I was tracking that for years, and then their progress ground to a halt. So it never became a thing. But it was an interesting concept for a adult social game. Did I get my Temerian Cruiser? No, I did not. I was not interested in getting it. I have enough ships. Literally, I have enough ships. If you saw my main account, my main character, I have more than enough ships. I have too many ships. Captain, we are receiving an alert from the surface of the planet. There's a Federation sensor array on the surface, but we will need to approach before I can get a complete scan. Okay. Some hydrazine gas above me. I think I probably should slot some batteries. Get ships for future options. Well, I know what my future plans are. If they ever come out with another faction, I'm going to go for pilot. And I have pilot ships ready for that. I just don't see using the Temerian ship for anything. It was not that crucial for me to get it, so I just didn't worry about it. And it wasn't progressing my campaign progress, so I just didn't. Decided not to. You want to get the Equinox? Nice. A wild Anorith has appeared. Catch that Pokemon. Nova's one of your favorite designs? Sir, the sensor array is malfunctioning. We will not be able to repair it remotely. Recommend that we send an away team to the surface to determine the extent of the damage and repair it if possible. The team can beam down on your orders, sir. Let's go. Let me bring Wintermute. Now, I do have a day one ship. And actually, since I might be getting the simulator sooner, I do have 3 coupon codes for ships in the that I accidentally bought. I thought they were something else. I should have bought them. I shouldn't have bought them. Fuck, I wasted my money. But if a new faction comes out, I will have plenty of options for pilot ships too. Because I want to do a pilot character. But I don't think they'll come out with another faction. Alright, bedtime for you. Good night. Have fun. Have fun. Have a good night, Pags. Sleep well. Have pleasant dreams. Pizza Lottery! Welcome in! How are you tonight? Is you beacon? You get the lurky? Alright. So we got a kind of deserty mushroomy. Interesting. Sir, we should see why these sensors are giving off an alarm. I recommend we find one of the sensors and see if we are able to repair it. Okay. Some Thoron particles here. This looks Klingon. This is a Forge mission? These are one of the old patrol missions. They're very, very throwback to like the old Forge missions. So the Federation has patrol missions where you go to different sectors and it's literally just little piddly missions. They don't really have a story. It's kind of the closest thing you can get to just doing explorations and the like. But they're very basic missions. Most of these are like, I scan this, and then I gotta scan like 4 more, and that's the mission. Yeah. You hated those. I wish Forge missions were still in here. Some of the Forge missions were amazing. Speaking of events and doing things, I know this is off topic at STO, but the next pet event at Genshin is live 11 days complete. Yes, I saw. I saw it. Captain, it appears that this sensor's wiring is a bit off. It's spewing waste all around itself, which caused it to set off its own alarm. Sir, I can fix this quickly, but we should check the other sensors in case they are also in need of repair. I recommend we examine each of the remaining sensors and fix them if necessary. Yeah, I was doing them because for the Federation, or anybody allied with the Federation, it's such an easy way to just grind through levels. Like, we've been at the max level for quite a while now. And we're not even halfway through the quadrant. Honkai's newest event has an interlude where you play as a robot pupper. Oh, wow. Excuse me, Ronnie. Can I get my foot there? Thank you. I decided to come over and keep my feet warm. This way. And last one's over this way. At least STO will remove missions that just add bloat. Yeah. I do wish they would kind of finish redoing and re-add the Klingon War arc in there. So many MMOs won't do that. Yeah. Excellent work, Captain. We can now inform Starfleet Command that these sensors are functioning properly once more. They will be pleased to know we stopped the leakage before any major damage was done to this planet's ecosystem. Alright, let's go. This is true. Oh, I guess it already gave me my points, so he's not going to pop up and say, "Good job!" Alright, set up quarantine warning buoys was a critical success. Let's calibrate defense perimeter. Clears. Let's do Fate Intel Warbird. Dale Warbird, and I don't think I have any others that are just tax, so... Tactical Escort Refit. Remember when you could earn reroll tokens? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah, I remember that too. Like, you gotta buy them now, which is annoying. Alright, chart unstable anomalies was a success. Map chronotop particle traces was a failure. Scan for subspace damage along convoy routes was a success. Colony site survey in the Fair Nebula was a success. Good. Relocate colonists to Federation border, also a success. Let's continue with medical. Well, no, there's still diplomatic. Purchase prototype heavy Tetrion turret, because don't get those very often. And resolve dispute over dilithium mining rights. You're not spending dill on tokens. After a certain point, it really doesn't matter. It's really just a good way to grind dilithium and currency and the like. Alright, let's do medical. Treat major injuries. Do that one. Administer treatment for severe chest pains. 2 medical supplies. And Administer treatment on bone fracture. Let's finish off this line with the Dynasis system. Especially since you can always get Phoenix packs now. Exactly, yeah. I grind the fuck out of Phoenix packs. So actually, I wonder if I should use my dilithium on that for the tech upgrades. That might be a better use of dilithium. Maybe. I'll look into it. Alright, nothing going down here. Let's check out the Narendra sector, starting with Galorndon Core. Getting into the neutral zone between Klingon space and everyone else. Galorndon Core. Ah, here we go. A geologically unstable, uninhabitable planet, Galorndon Core orbits a Class K star with a magnitude of +7. The planet is beset by constant electromagnetic storms that interfere with sensors and transporters. In addition, prolonged exposure to the planet's intense magnetic fields will result in synaptic breakdown. Away teams are advised to use caution. In 2366, a Romulan scout ship crashed on the planet's surface. The Starfleet vessel U.S.S. Enterprise D was sent to investigate and recovered a single survivor from the crew. They removed the bug ship from Phoenix Pack, so now the only way I can get bug ships for my Jem'Hadar character is to buy the Dominion $90 bundle. Yeah. This console never got the bug ships anywhere other than Phoenix Pack. Ugh. That's gross. I hate that they do shit like that. Oh, that's the good God, that's a land crawler. Jesus. The Durot. Like crap. The Jawas would love it. The one time I pulled an epic token, I used it on the wrong character, like, oh no. Don't you hate that? It's rot. Durot. The rat. It's a big rat. Captain, it appears that a pod of Gekli have entered this system through a tear in fluidic space. Oh yeah, this mission. They're probably attracted to the Kefnium deposits on this planet. Unfortunately, it also looks like the severe electromagnetic storms in the planet's atmosphere are interfering with the Gekli's ability to navigate out of this part of space. We should help set them back on their way out of the system before someone tries to take advantage of their disabled condition. I've heard that some groups have taken to hunting the Gekli, as barbaric as that sounds. It's gonna be 2, but we need to herd them through because they're gonna get steadily attacked. It'll give us a plot path too. That nudged the Gekli away from the planet, sir, but we'll need to keep them moving out into deeper space. I've modified the frequency of our hull to help steer the Gekli in the right direction, as long as we stay near them. I've also highlighted a path on the view screen to help guide you out of the system. This path will take us back along most of the fluidic space debris and back to their tear that the Gekli originally came through. Captain, a hostile vessel has appeared on long-range sisters. I think they're here to kill the Gekli. No, we won't worry about them until they come closer. They signaled to the rest of their hunting party. Shit. I mean, they also had a really big tank called the Malsia. Kevy, bunny. Kitty. You need to go to bed. This is gonna take a bit. I always remember it taking a bit. Bedtime for Kitty. Alright, Belle. Have a good night. And even bigger tank of the drawing balls for the rot and the scrap before it even lit. Yeah, that's what we were talking about before. That's the one we were talking about. Get assimilated, motherfucker. Got him. Now we have a friend. Trojans sure like to get up and close and personal, don't they? There was also the Gustav rail cannon. Oh yeah. Yo, pretty! Thank you for the lurk. Oh hell. Much bigger, but in the meme sections get Get a shout out to Prinny Hero Dude. Got it.
Get out of ice in midair. That's the thing.
It's almost big as a Bane Blade pre-fall plane blade. Another one assimilated. Oh, they keep spawning. Go away. That's why I hate this mission. Damn it. Wish the Gekili would just move while we're fighting. Firing everything in a ship. Why won't you die? It's not the problem that they won't die, it's just that they keep coming. If it becomes too bad, I might have to warp out, reduce the difficulty, and warp back in. Yeah, they're just gonna keep spawning in. Baneblade before the AI revolt was large enough to have lungs and stuff. Fast enough. By the time I get done with the first group, a new group has spawned in. Yeah, I have it set to elite. If they do enough damage to me, call in some heavier support. Might increase my chances, but hopefully the code will be nice to us. Get this next one gone at least enough to move forward. Maybe? Okay, good. Good. Alright, good. Alright, come on, let's move. Four more come. I don't know what that Gekli's doing, but... Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. All we have to do really is just push the Elder Gekli once the Elder Gekli moves. Okay, the code's going to be nice to us. It's not going to be endlessly respawning, so that's good. Bring in some more friends. Stay still. We got a probe. I don't think the Gekli could die. I think it's just slogging through them. What a cheap SD card, but secondhand memory cards are a no for you. Yeah, don't blame you. People coming coming in. Also not going to trust a randomly named one. Yeah. Oh, fire it. Oh, let me... Why will my ability not pop? What the hell? Fleet support is bugged. I am convinced. Because I was like 8% health, and it still wouldn't pop up. Like, what the hell? Whenever I see a photon torpedo, I can't help but think of the lecture in Mass Effect 2. This, recruits, is a 20 kilofarad slug. Feel the weight. These iron slugs flinging chunks of metal at people in space. Got more of them coming in. Fuck. This mission has always been kind of a pain in the ass. Oh look, I got even more fixing to come in. Means that Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in space. Damn it. Why won't it let my ability pop? I don't understand. This right here. Fucking hell. I don't understand. Alright, who was I chewing on? I was chewing on you. Once you fire this hunk of metal, it keeps going till it hits something. That could be a ship or the planet behind that ship. Might go off in deep space, hit somebody else in 10,000 years. You pull the trigger on this, you're ruining someone's base somewhere in some time. Motherfucker. I wasn't paying attention. Fuck. Oh, this mission's a pain in the ass. It's alright, blame chat. Okay. It's not like I could lose this mission, but it's annoying. And again, this ability should be popping up. I should be able to summon some help here when I'm at 50% health or less. Like, I should be able to pop it now. It's not letting me, and I don't know why. God damn it. I got disintegrated! What? Alright, I'm trying to hit that ability too often. Fucking hell, man. I think I might have to go to advance, yeah. I mean, I'm on the line. It's just the visuals bugging. Yeah. Come on, let me summon fleet support. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Why is fleet support bugged? Use. What the frick? All right, yeah, I'm gonna dip out, and I gotta give this one in. Gotta give this one in. But we have a Stream Raiders battle to run real fast, and then we'll finish this off. Mine stopped working when you slotted that. Yeah, it worked. It was working. I was able to summon it in, but I might have to take it off because holy shit. All right, this time we've got 22 players on the battlefield. Let's go. All right, shout out to Kylan Orc, Fenrir Unchanged, and Nanonic for the epics. We're gonna give this group over here. It doesn't matter. There's more people over here. Might also be because of the mission that it's in. Like maybe it doesn't work right. It's a shame. It probably works best when you have the fleet support things on where you can use it at any time. Like, that's the idea, but since I'm not using that... Alright, come on, Ryan. Come on out. Come on out. There's nothing in front of you. Get out from under the desk. What are you doing? Come on. Come on. Out. Goober. I'm not going to run over your toes, I promise you. That's the neat part of STO. We'll never know. The spaghetti code does what the spaghetti code does. Ooh, we got an Abra. I think I have one. Yeah, I do. Alright, that's a victory for the Bunny Army. Kylan Orc got the most kills. Queen got the most assists. Top 3 players, Nanonic, Kylan Orc, and Queen. With the extra awards going to Tochukapik and Angel Dodger. It's like Clang and Space Engineers. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. Who the fuck knows? We'll buy my stuff up though. You, and we'll level you up. With that, 12, 12, 19, 24, 26, 26, 26, doesn't matter. Let's go with you. All right. Nice catch, Kunajo. All right, let's dip the difficulty. Oh, I'm a little bitch. I can do this on my main easy, but yeah, this one's kind of defeating me. Let's try this again. You never know what will anger it. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Take 2. Give them moving as far as possible. Look, an Empire is here! Yes, the Empire is here!
Congratulations, Admiral.
Hey, we got a level up. was much better. Alright, guys. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Hooray! It's the Empire! Oh no, it's the Empire. Two groups. There are two groups. This is still better than the old whale herding mission or raid. God, that was annoying. Sun totally looks like an Imperial logo. Just a wee bit. Another one bites the dust. Hooray! Space Marines are here! Wait, they're in gray. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. We's gonna die? We don't piss that. I mean, they'll attack eventually, but get them farther along. Captain, a larger hunting party is heading away. The Gethli have detected the approaching ships as well and won't continue until we get rid of them.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
See a Grey Knight in the 40k universe, you better hope it was your eyes playing tricks on you. Yeah, no shit. Oh yeah, you're assimilated too. Look at all our new assimilated friends. Alright, come on, let's keep going. Keep her going. Keep her going. Who needs hanger pets when you can create your own from the carcasses of your enemies? You know, call it what it is. While this is a Borg run, this is essentially Star Trek's necromancy playthrough. That's all it is. Well, every other Legion, minus the Salamanders, of course, looks at you as a rounding error the Grey Knights consider as a potential landing area error for the enemy. Yeah, that sounds about right. God, I do not miss this mission. It's fun when you're diamond tier DPS and you can blitz through everything even on elite, but the only saving grace is the Gethli don't die. It's the only thing that makes this from being an absolute trash mission. Because if the Gekli died, fuck. Just an escort mission in all the worst ways. Then the last group is going to attack right before we get there. Right? Captain, the enemy ship has those lasers locked on us. Lasers? You've got to be fucking joking. They have their spitwads pointed at our ship, sir. Data, is this another one of your jokes? Your passes at humor?
Ship is under attack.
Oh, that sucks. There we go. Take them shields down. Beautiful. Hold up a mirror, you'll be fine. There you go. I got fucking lasers. Oh, this is gonna hurt you. Bam! There we go. New Romulus marks. 42. Okay, so we were able to do a new Romulus patrol mission. That appears they'll be the last of the poachers in this area, Captain, and we've managed to get the Gekli back to the tear from fluidic space. They're headed back home. Ready to set a new course? Not quite. Liking a laser on a ship like the Enterprise is like aiming a slingshot and a rocket at a fully armored space marine. It's gonna end up very poorly for you. Just let them shoot at you until they realize that this isn't gonna work. Then you reduce your weapons power to like minimum, and you just still slowly like pick them to pieces bit by bit. You just carve a wing off their ship here with one shot, carve another piece here. Like, fuck. You really want to send a message, you target a passing asteroid, you give it a full blast shot, it just vaporizes, and they're like, oh fuck. We may have pissed up the wrong tree. Their fuzzy little brains explode, because fuck. They seem to have found out, sir. Fucked around and found out. Indeed. Well, at least we got some progress for New Romulus. Yeah, we'll get that done too. Why not? Delta Alliance hourly. Don't mind if I do. Iconian resistance. We'll go ahead and do that, because why the hell not? Terran Task Force hourly's done. Yukari Restoration. Some of these I just managed to get just for grinding points and trying to get stuff for Omega. Admiralty Calibrate Defense Perimeter was a failure. Oh no. Escort Colonial Convoy through Federation space. Running out of ships. Let's see. We'll send an Andromeda Exploration Cruiser with a Arkiff Tactical Carrier Warbird retrofit and a Type 7 Shellcraft. The worst it will do is leave a small, not even noticeable dent in their armor as you get control deleted from existence. Yep. You scratched the paint off my armor. I'm gonna have to wax that later. Ministry treatment for bone fracture. He has the bonitis. The Bonita Bonitis. Immunize local colonies against Corellium fever. I need 10 antigens. Do that real quick. Bloop. Okay, let's go ahead and see. We'll just set up for the next one. Arenda system. Was this? Oh, this is where the Sally Ride is. So this is an interesting bit of lore that we'll end up on. The U.S.S. Sally Ride is a ship. Is the ship that? So there was a Star Trek. Not really a D&D campaign, but it was a tabletop RPG that a group was running for a long time. It was very popular and was well known. And the ship that they were in was the U.S.S. Sally Ride. So at the conclusion of that campaign, the developers of Star Trek Online added the U.S.S. Sally Ride, and if we talk to them, Captain Talon was one of the characters. Hailing frequencies open. Greetings, Borg Juggernaut 001. I am Captain Talon of the U.S.S. Sally Ride. Admiral Campbell told us to expect you. Is the Sally Ride available to assist us? Starfleet has authorized the Sally Ride for detached duty under your command. Please consider us at your disposal, Admiral. Acknowledged. Clear skies, Sally Ride. Hailing frequencies closed. And that gets you the U.S.S. Sally Ride as an Admiralty ship. And the U.S.S. Sally Ride is a science vessel that gives you plus 20 science per any ship. It says, we shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time. Big name, yeah. So there you go. Go to the Narendra sector and you can get a free Admiralty ship and slice of Star Trek RP history. We'll also set up for the Narendra 3 system patrol, which we will do next time, but that is going to be it for me, everyone. Thank you so much for coming by. Chat, stick around for some post messages, but for those of y'all on YouTube, thank you for watching these episodes, and I will see y'all in the next one.